Hello everyone, this is Pat with the Daily Oracle Card Reading and Message for Tuesday, May 21st of 2013. For today's reading, I felt guided to the Goddess card decks and the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses by Tony Carmine Salerno and the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. So let's see what the message is, for today, what they would like us to know. Okay. All right. So this is a message sort of follows on the heels of yesterday's message. It's the Angel of Self-Worth. And it says, you are currently undervaluing yourself. It is time to regain your self-worth. So if you remember yesterday's message about reach out for the stars there, don't settle. This is a similar message. Part of the reason you may be settling or acknowledge, trying to rationalize some situation that may when it's really not, it has to do a great deal to do with our sense of self-worth. Okay, we feel like we can't expect anything more, or it's our inner self starts to be pulled down and sort of attacked by it. And this Angel of Self-Worth in her message, it just speaks straight to the heart of it. You're currently undervaluing yourself. That's why yesterday's message of, raise your standards, don't settle. It's to acknowledge that you deserve more. You are deserving of more, or something better. And I'll read a little bit from the book, from Tony Carmine Salerno's book in this. It says, the Angel of Self-Worth is here today to reflect unto you all the beauty, love, and light that you are, and to help you regain your sense of self-worth. Feel her healing light penetrate your aura this very moment, and affirm to yourself, I'm a being of light and love. I love and value the many wonderful qualities I possess. From this moment forward, I will honor and value myself, all I am and all I do, in the knowledge that I am part of God's creation. I am worthy of love. So keep repeating that affirmation, or replaying it if you need to. As you start to incorporate that into your mind and heart, you'll start to attract to you those situations that, in fact, validate that for you. But it has to come from you first. And so our message today is about knowing you're qualified for whatever that next step is you're looking to do, whatever it is that you're reaching for, as they suggested yesterday. Know that you're fully qualified. Know that you deserve to have what it is that you're going for. And one of the things that you can push to help push it along is to really focus on valuing yourself and understanding, not undervaluing your worth. Okay. It sometimes can feel a little bit intimidating to stand in, your power and worth that way, especially if in the past you've had experiences where, when you stepped forward, there was always someone there to cut you down. But those people aren't there anymore, and it's a different time and place now. There was once a time in history when people spoke up, they got tortured or slaughtered or killed for it. And now as people speak up and tell their truth, they get writing contracts and radio shows and things like that, so they can spread their message. So the other card that's come out from the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck is Dana, High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So this is letting you know that what you have to offer, your unique talents that you bring to the world have benefit to people. So they're really urging you to get out there with them in some form, whether it's a product you're inventing, whether it's a musical piece you're creating, whether it's a book that you're writing, or a speech you're giving, or a service you're providing, or looking to provide. It's, your talents, even though this specifically speaks to spiritual teaching, that certainly is a part of it, but whatever it is, it has a blessing and a benefit to bring to the people of the world. Maybe it's to start a cause that has really spoken to you, that you don't feel is getting enough attention, that you really want to speak up or bring awareness to. Activism is a part of that too. So the angel of self-worth is here to say, don't get caught up in the ego-based feeling of, well, who am I? Who's going to listen to me? Da 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 da. Okay, the angels are urging you, the goddesses are urging you to get out there. The goddesses bring both feminine strength and power. It's power that's combined with gentleness. It's not an aggressive, lorded over you kind of power that we oftentimes associate with more paternal or male-dominated kind of aggression, or over-aggression, I should say. I don't associate commando aggression with all males, but it's just that the feminine represents the receptive. It represents a power that is gentle but yet powerful. It still has conviction behind it. It still has decisiveness behind it, but it's a gentler kind of power, and it's a power that comes from a lot of the circles and the groups that women start are brought forward because they are looking to increase the value, the inner self-worth of women. And as a result of that, they've really, it's really caused the women's movement to grow. And it's continuing to grow throughout the world. I know there's been a lot of people who've spoken about the oppression of women and children and in places all over the world. And I saw an article in the Huffington Post by the author Tabby Biddle, just with regard to how some countries were, validating the education of women and children because it improved their gross domestic product. And her statement was to the fact that, well, they deserve to be educated because of their inherent human self-worth. Just because they are a human being on this planet, they do deserve to be educated. And, movements like that contribute to the self-worth of people are growing. And, they're causing these, it's uplifting beginning to uplift the oppression that's been there for a long time. So anyways, I didn't mean to get off on that tangent, but in this way, the messages today are really, speak in terms of valuing yourself and not letting that ego get in the way with who's going to listen to me, or, how could I possibly make that happen or make a change or what have you? Who am I to do this kind of thing? Or even the fears that come up oftentimes when we dare to dream for something more. When we dare to dream about reaching the next level and start to go for that, sometimes the first thing that comes up is our fears, our ego-based fears, or we get thrown into some sort of chaos, and it's a sink or swim kind of thing. But that happens as a way of testing our power to help us know that we do have the strength, the skills necessary, and the qualities. We are qualified to move forward and be part of this, as often said, God's plan of peace. Or and as we step forward in these ways, we become role models for other people, and that begins to spread. So those are some of the messages that I have for today. I'll touch base a little in the book about Dana and what she does. And the message says, your wisdom extends back into the far reaches of ancient times. You've brought this knowledge forward into your present incarnation to be a way shower so that others may benefit from your experiences. Don't delay in expressing this wisdom. I will assist you in manifesting platforms for your teaching, whether it's through teaching by example or through writing or speaking. All forms of teaching are equally valuable, no matter how many lives you touch. So this is also a message about don't worry about the numbers. Trust that who you are being connected with, whether it's one person, 5 people, or 500 people, it's not about the numbers. It's about the connections we make one step at a time. And the other meanings of this card are encouraging you to lead workshops, write books, some of the things that I mentioned earlier. And it's really to trust and know that you are a leader. We don't always feel like that in our own lives, but in many ways we are. And trust and know that moving forward. Know that God and the angels are working through you, especially if you've asked them for help. So those are the messages that I get for today. I hope that these resonate with you. It's a bit of a long-winded message at almost 12 minutes, but take care, everyone. Sending you much love, light, peace, and blessings, and I hope you have a lovely Tuesday.